Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Tennova Healthcare. And no one in East Tennessee offers more medical services than Tennova. From their cancer center to their heart institute, from their men's health center of excellence to their labor and delivery center, a stroke center, a robotic surgery center, allergy treatment, behavioral, I can't even say it, health. And it's funny, I wrote it and can't say it. Behavioral. There we go. Yeah. Came out. It's Sunday morning, folks. You name it, Tennova can help you with it. Any kind of health care need that you or your family might need, Tennova, with their locations all across East Tennessee, can certainly be there for you. Check them out at Tennova.com. You know I trust them. All right. Back with Bob, Mike, Mark, and Chuck. And guys, Tennessee plays Butler today. As I said in the last segment, Seth Davis picked Tennessee in the upset. What does Tennessee need to do, Mark, in terms of pulling the upset against Butler? 1, 2, 3, give us a breakdown on what they need to do.
Well, first off, we need to limit their second shot opportunities. When they beat North Carolina, they had 29 offensive rebounds versus North Carolina. They're a really good, efficient offensive team, so if you give them more scoring opportunities, they're going to take advantage of them. They play a pack line defense, so they're going to guard inside the three-point line. So that means we have to move the basketball, move sides of the floor, and not only move the ball, you got to move bodies. They've limited all their opponents to scoring under 60 points a game, except for one team. So we got to attack the basket, move bodies, move their help, so we can get to the rim. Because obviously, like we talked about last segment, we're not a great outside shooting team. And then watch for us to create tempo late. They only play 8 guys. They want to slow it down and keep the scoring in the 60s. So if our energy and effort and our bench can make an imprint on the game, I expect us to pick up tempo late and take advantage of their lack of depth.
And there you go. Limit Butler to one shot, movement versus the pack line defense, and tempo late. And explain again to everybody, pack line defense.
Well, they're going to go. They're not going to get outside the three-point line and really extend ball pressure. They're going to keep it. They're going to keep their defenders inside the three-point line and really get and over help to take away those driving angles. So it's pack line because they pack it in closer to defense.
What do you think, Mike? Can they beat Butler today?
Well, they can, but I tell you what, I'm surprised to hear. Chuck, didn't you say Tennessee's a 1-point favorite?
Yeah, a lot of people thought the line would probably beat Butler anywhere from 4 to 6 points, and Tennessee actually is, the last time I checked this morning, a 1-point favorite at home.
That surprises me. But yes, Tennessee can beat Butler, to answer your question. And if they have bring their A game and Butler doesn't.
And I would
crowd
think
would help.
One big key to me is Josh Richardson. I mean, this is the type of stage to me that he's your best player, and this is the type of game at home that if he can come out and have a really good game, I think he can carry Tennessee to have them in close to the lead at the end.
Here's the thing that scares me about this team. Right now, Josh Richardson's the one guy you can count on to score. If he twists an ankle, what happens to this Tennessee team? In terms of the 1, 2, 3 things they need to improve on, 4 would be find someone else who can score. Because aside from Josh, I don't know who you turn to and trust to put the ball in the basket from this team.
Yeah, and that's why I think, because you don't have that, guys, and that's where Mostella, if he can make that next leap and be consistent, just don't, if you're going to score 15 points today, Mostella, don't give up 22. And then you play more, because he's that guy that can score for us, and we need that, but it's the other end that he's the
So this is not the Rocky Top League. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Bob, were you going to say something there?
Well, I was just going to be asked if I'd be excused to make a phone call. He's favored by 1.
All right. Very good. All right. Mark, we'll have you back a little bit later in the show as we talk about Tennessee's got a big week. It's Butler. Then they've got a couple more games this week, another one on the road that's going to be tough middle of the week. We'll discuss those later in the show. When we come back, we're going to talk about SEC Bowl games. We're going to talk about Butch Jones-Rays. We're going to talk about Tennessee's staff, what they're making, and then we'll talk about Tennessee-Iowa a little bit. Plenty more to come on the Sports Source. Come on back.
Quality, quick. Trust Fast Frame.